My presentation is on God's Smuggler by Brother Andrew. Brother Andrew had a wonderful childhood even though he was very poor. Andrew was always seeking adventure while a child. Adventure to him was fantasizing about daring feats and pulling pranks on his parents and neighbors. When Andrew turned 18, he enlisted into the army to go to Indonesia. This is where he went crazy and started to wear a yellow straw hat because of what he saw and did in the war. He wore a straw hat so the enemy would be able to see him better and hoped that he would get shot and die. Eventually, a whole group started to wear yellow straw hats. They had a motto saying, "Get smart, get crazy." After being shot in the ankle, he was sent back home. When he was back home, his ankle gave him a lot of pain and he had to use a bicycle for his hurt foot. His hurt foot would drag behind and his good foot would push the bicycle forward. After being home for a while, God started to tug on his heart and he eventually became a Christian, and afterwards he had a miracle and his ankle was completely healed. God tugged on his heart even more and he eventually applied to a college for ministry. Despite being rejected, he went to London to go to the headquarters of the college. The leaders of the college saw his determination. They gave him small jobs until they decided what to do with him. He was finally accepted into college and he found out that he would have to trust God for his necessities, which were razors, toothpaste, and soap. He made a deal with God. God would have to provide for college fees and would have to be on time. This deal made many interesting ways God gave money to Andrew for his college fees and his necessities. After graduating, he went through the Iron Curtain carrying Bibles into countries that banned the Bible. At the borders, he would always put a few Bibles in plain sight for the guards to find and would pray that God would turn seeing eyes blind. And then the guards would search his car inside and out but would never see the Bibles. After going to many countries, though, through the Iron Curtain, Andrew felt called to go to communist China. Getting into China was difficult because his visa showed that he had been to America and Taiwan, which were considered enemies of China. Getting a new visa was considered impossible. He found a note that told him to call the Chinese travel agency, but instead he went to talk to them in person. The man at the front desk didn't say a word. Instead, he just gave Andrew a new visa. When Andrew got into China, he saw that when he gave people Bibles, nobody was interested in them. Two lessons that can be learned are sometimes you must let God have all the control of your situation, and you must wait for God patiently if you can. Brother Andrew was a godly man who wanted to bring people the good news.